girl. We going for it. We going for it. We live up in here, on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Welcome, everybody. How you doing this evening? We are proud to come to you tonight with this young lady here. Come on in the room on Instagram, on all the platforms. We got some exciting information for you. We are doing something, we call it story time. And we have an amazing young lady here, Miss Fitness Diva, who has changed many lives. I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on. Story time is where people connect and we share our life experiences, okay? And our guests are so transparent, all right? So if you're coming in the room, be ready to get some real information, some raw information. We're actually over on YouTube if you want to join me over there, but you can stay on Instagram if you like. But what we're going to do is we're going to get some testimonies. If we get a chance to get some of the people who have actually been in the Snatch Challenge to pop in. If not, we have Miss Fitness Diva here. She's going to tell you all about it and how you can get involved. You might come on and get you a healing, and you might just get liberated, but you're going to learn about what it is and exactly how it's changed many of our lives, including myself. So I want to say first, good evening to everybody out there in Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And welcome, Miss Deana.
Hey.
Listen. I am so excited to do this. I'm so excited for people to know what you have created and the change that has happened. Everybody's been saying, Crystal, I see it. I see it in you. This is the woman. It is her program that you see. It is her program that you see. All right. It is her program that you see. I started on some other things. I got jump started with Be Purposely Fit, Purpose and Resilience. Helped me get into that challenge. And so shout out to them too. But then I got into Snatched Challenge. So before we go any further, I first want to say welcome to you, Miss Deana. And I want to say, introduce yourself. Please tell the people who is Miss Fitness Diva, where you from, and a little bit about your background, because the people out here on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, they don't know.
They don't know. Okay. I'm just messing with y'all. But you don't know. You about to find out today. You're going to learn today, right?
Yeah.
I am Miss Fitness Diva. I created Miss Fitness Diva. It's a brand that I created that was under the umbrella of Finally Fit Memphis. My goal with Finally Fit Memphis when I first started the program, because Memphis was one of those cities that were the most obese people live. We were in Forbes magazine. And so in 2011, I found out that information, and my goal was just to impact the city. And then it went beyond that to like, hey, I want to impact other people, not just Memphis, but other people that I can touch. And then I got onto social media and started using Facebook and Instagram and all these other platforms and avenues that I could talk to people and help people on their weight loss journey. And so that was my goal, was to help people on their weight loss journey. And so a little bit about me, if you haven't heard my story before, then I started working out with my mother when I was 8 years old. I went on a diet when I was 4 with my mother. My father put me on herbal therapy when I was 12, doing echinacea, golden seal, and all that good stuff. So it's been ingrained in me at an early age. I'm not one of the ones who, ate everything growing up, and I was 200 or 300 pounds, and then I lost the weight. I've always had this lifestyle. This has always been me. This is my life. So what you see me post, what you see me talk about is how I live. It's not something that has been created. It's how I live. So I started to read physicians' desk references and look into contraindications of medications when I was in the 7th grade. And so all of that it just intrigued me. I was so intrigued with the anatomy of the body that, of course, I went on to get my degree in biology. I went on to Texas Southern University to do pharmaceutical sciences. And through all of that, I've been a health and wellness influencer, a personal trainer, and currently now I am working to be a naturopathic doctor at Quantum University. So I'm loving going through and helping people. My biggest goal is to help bring awareness to how we should really take care of our body and just getting back to the basic ways of how we need to care for ourselves.
Okay. So you created something. Now you already are a teacher. You do wholeness, all kind of wholeness remedies for people. You are. It's not karate. Which one is it you do?
Well, you know what, Crystal? I have done karate before. I started off with karate at 13, and then I went from karate to taekwondo. And then I went from taekwondo to Shaolin Kung Fu. That's what I practice now, as well as Wing Chun and Tai Chi. And I also do Qigong breathing work. So I take all the traditional Chinese medicine therapy and knowledge on how to take care of the body. And I introduce it to our people on how to care for ourselves.
So I saw a picture of you, and I know you told the story. I don't know if this was the beginning of your journey because you told the story about you having fibroids, and I saw the picture with the weight loss. Can you talk to us about that a little bit? Because I'm sure that came before the Snatch Challenge.
Oh, yeah. That came like, I started talking about that a little bit, like probably a month or two before the Snatch Challenge hit, because it was something very devastating. Any woman who has fibroids or have had a UFE or have had a hysterectomy or partial knows the journey of fibroids. Mine began in like 2016, and I was getting a massage, and she said there's a delay in echo. Okay. I was getting a massage and I felt a knot, like my masseuse felt a knot, and I felt a knot. And I was like, I started to, feel some bulging and see some bulging in my stomach. And I was kind of like, okay, I'm very in tune with my body. So the first thing that came to me was like, I think this is fibroids. That was my first thought process. So I did a little bit more research. I went to Whole Foods. I got some chase tree berry, which is also called Vitex. And I immediately started taking that. And also, I called up one of my friends. She is a nurse practitioner. She has a practice in her home as well as the hospital. So she recommended, like, hey, come in, see me. I'm going to run some tests, and we're going to see what's going on. Well, come to find out, yes, I did have fibroids, but they were necrotic. And I was like, yay. And for those of you all who don't know what necrotic means, it means it's dead. They have the life supply of blood, the blood supply to the fibroids had been cut off. And she said they were dying. And she said it could possibly be because of your lifestyle. Because, I went plant-based in 2016. I exercised regularly. So she was like, that could be possibly due to that. So what I decided was to like amp up everything. So instead of me just staying within that, I decided, hey, let me go raw for a month. Let me increase my exercise and do some yoga and do some Tai Chi. So I started combining everything that I knew, and I looked more into the herbs that were needed and went back to those doctors that came before us, like Dr. Layla Africa. And so Dr. Layla Africa has wonderful books on how to heal the body. So I coupled his theory along with Dr. Sabi's theory on how I should care for the body, along with my knowledge of it.
Hold on 1 second, please. So here's what we're going to do. We got 2 devices on because I wanted to share this on Instagram. I heard that there's an echo. So I have to tell you over here on Instagram, I want you to join us on YouTube. Come to YouTube. Come to YouTube at Shout Crystal. Come to YouTube at Shout Crystal. We're also on LinkedIn. I don't think I see it on Facebook Live right now because we waited a couple of minutes to start. But come over to YouTube because I'm hearing there's an echo over here. So because there's an echo, can you turn your volume down a little bit? Is it my echo or is it hers? Who's the echo with? Both of us?
You hear echo from me?
Is it both of us? Connie, who has the echo? Let me know so we can go on that way. Because if that's the case, I can cut off Instagram, but y'all have to come over to YouTube, and that way it won't be no echo. Come to YouTube. Look my name up on YouTube. You'll see it live. Join us on YouTube. I'll disconnect this. All 6 of you. It's me. Okay. So it could be because, it's hers. Okay, it's hers.
Somebody say it's me.
Okay. Can you turn your volume down a little bit?
My volume is all
Okay,
the way
Rover,
off
come on
on
over,
my
come
phone.
on
Like
over.
it's all the way down on the phone.
Okay, so I'm gonna disconnect this Instagram. Y'all gotta come to YouTube. All 6 of y'all, come on over. Come on over. Come on over to YouTube. It's not on Facebook. I'm gonna have to share it on Facebook because we waited 10 minutes. Facebook won't go live if you go live like 11 minutes after you start. I recognize that today. So it's no echo now. Okay, so we'll stay. Okay, they said it's no echo now. Thank you,
Okay.
Connie, for that. So it's better. It's okay. You just didn't want to go to YouTube. That's what it is.
Ah!
Listen. So I know that there's a young lady, another young lady who has experienced it. I was talking about the reason why I wanted to share this, guys, is because many of you have said to me, Crystal, man, what are you doing? What I had somebody ask me today. I got a call today, Deana. Today I got a phone call where they asked me, Crystal, please tell me. And move the mic, the thing back a little bit so your head is not cut off, so your head is not cut off on Instagram. Yeah, there you go. So now I hear echo.
I do too.
It might.
No, it's not the mic. I thought it was the mic.
Might bounce off of something sometimes. Yes. Okay. Come on over to the YouTube. That's it. So we can do that. So I'm gonna disconnect this. You here too. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect the Instagram. I need y'all to come to YouTube. How many of y'all gonna meet us at YouTube? Everybody got YouTube over here? It might be the mic. It might be the mic. Can you disconnect the mic and see if it's the mic?
I already disconnected the mic. It wasn't the mic.
So
I disconnected the mic. It still was doing it.
Okay, it went away. See,
it's still
it
doing it. It's not the mic. It's disconnected.
Yeah, sometimes it's the room. It's the sound bounces off of walls too, y'all. So the sound bounces off the wall. So I'm trying to get past that because I'm wondering. I don't want to disconnect Instagram and then we still have an echo. Now I see somebody came over here. He did come over here. He said it was coming over here. So tell me this: what is Snatch? SNATCH-ED. Tell the people what exactly is Snatched.
Okay, so let's talk about Snatch. So the concept from Snatch came from, of course, we hear the word. There's a song about being snatched, or people will have a baby and they'll lose the weight and they'll be like, girl, you snatched. Like your waistline is snatched. Like you done got little, you done got small. Like, baby, that the curves, the body looks good. So it's kind of like a word on the street. Like we know the word on the street is, girl, if you snatched, that means you got it going on. That's kind of like that the Coca-Cola bottle figure, the brick house back in the day. So that's just a new slang for like, girl, you got it going on. Your body looks great. So I took that along, the whole thought process of, you want your body to be snatched, but I want to snatch your mind. I want to snatch you to be educated and understand how to keep that body in a healthy state. And what does that look like? So snatch for me is like, yeah, we all want to look good. Who doesn't want to look good and feel good about themselves? But also the core of it is knowing how to keep it. Because you can get something just like you can get a whole lot of money. But if you don't know accounting and financing and investing, then you're going to lose it. So educating yourself on how to keep it and how to make it grow for you and with money is what's important, right? And that's the same thing with our body. We can get snatched and we can lose the weight, because you see people lose the weight all the time and then they gain it back and be like, man, she lost 50, 60 pounds and she gained it all back. But it wasn't in here. So in 2017, I created Strong Mind, Strong Body. And that meant, like, if you can train the mind, the body will follow. So that is my goal, is to get people to train their mind, to get educated and understand, like, yeah, it's cool that we're snatched and that we want to have that snatched, curvy, small waistline with the nice voluptuous hips and thighs and curves. But we also want to make sure we understand what we need to do to stay healthy internally. And that's the movement for my Snatched and how mine's a little bit different than just, hey, I want you to get this. I want you to get this waist trainer. I want you to purchase this. But I want to captivate and educate your mind so you can stay healthy.
Well, hey to you, Divine Connection. Also, thank you for joining us. So, I know for me, it was a difference because I actually began to educate myself about toxins in the body, about portions. I started paying attention to, I never in my life wrote down and paid attention to how many calories I ate, my weight, my body fat, my hydration, my body muscle, and my bone mass, and my BMI. I never paid attention to that stuff. So what you did was you made me become accountable to myself.
Yes.
And, you know, we had that conversation about, should I pick this up? Because we are in such a rush every day. I was always picking up so much processed food. I was picking up so much stuff that had the wrong ingredients in it. So your program helped me to understand what to look for. I went out and got a scale. I started making sure I drink half my weight in water. So you are truly educating people and helping us. And then you built a community, you know. So do me a favor, mute for 1 second while I'm talking. Let me see if that goes away, and then we'll mute while each other's talking. So I know that the thing that I did was I became so intentional, Deana. Because of you, I became so intentional. And then the group we have, everybody's talking about how much. Hey, Richard, how you doing, Grover? I see you there. Listen, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for coming over here to YouTube. We really appreciate that. It is such a joy to actually be able to educate you guys, because I'm telling you, what she's doing is so different, because she's making sure we understand what we're reading. We understand what we're eating. We understand our body type. Like, she made me go and tell the doctors, hey, look, what's my blood type? Because what your blood type is has to do with what you need to be eating. Can you talk about that, Deana, about the blood type and how important that is?
Oh yeah, definitely. And first, I want to say this before I go into that. Crystal did such an amazing job with the transformation with your food. And what I like about you, Crystal, you don't care nothing about asking questions. And see, people who ask questions, and it's just like even in school when they say there's no wrong question or no dumb question, because people who ask questions get insight. And people who get insight end up progressing. And you could tell, like, I wish I had the picture. And Chris, you need to post a picture of how your basket in the grocery store looked at first, of the food she was holding up, like, we can get this. And then at the end of the month, how her grocery basket changed to like colorful live foods. Like, it was a complete transformation. But going back to what you stated about the blood type, and a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know their blood type. And it was just ironic to me when I started researching and reading Eat Right for Your Blood Type by Deana. I read that back in 2016, and I put my clients on it, and I had amazing results. Like, people just started dropping right. You be positive, don't eat chicken. Oh, you dropping 7 pounds immediately. And so I started implementing that and asking people, hey, if you really want to lose weight, if you really want to change your lifestyle, if you like, hey, you know, I'm tired of being overweight, or my midsection, I'm tired of feeling like this and bloated, then the first thing I ask is, what is your blood type? Because there are foods that we may deem as healthy, like eggplant and cabbage and those type of things, and beans. You know, you would think like, hey, you know, that's healthy, that ain't bad. But if your blood type doesn't specify for you to have that, then it'll recognize it as something that can cause inflammation in the body. So knowing what your blood type is very, very important. So therefore, you can change the way your body looks, and you'll see that a lot of people, and I've done it, and I tell anybody to try it. It works. When you find out, like me, I'm O positive. I cannot have cabbage. I cannot have eggplant. I know when I eat that, my stomach gets bloated. I have flatulence. I have issues with my gastrointestinal system. And I already know I get constipated. I have a whole lot of issues with it. So learning the blood type, and you can pull up the chart if you know your blood type already, you can pull up the chart on Google and just look at those foods and eat according to the foods it tells you to eat and the ones to avoid. Yeah. Yes. Acidic and subacidic, and how to do fruit combinations. And one thing I have to tell people, because a lot of people are going more into eating fruits and learning more about what fruits to eat, but one fruit that you do not mix with anything else are melons, okay? So if you're doing watermelons, do watermelon and cantaloupe. You can do all the melons together, but you should not mix a melon with another fruit, okay? They should only be eaten by themselves. You don't mix and blend in watermelon. And you'll see on the chart, I have one on my Instagram page. If you scroll, you'll find the food combination chart. It shows it on there. They'll have these melons set over to the side, and you don't blend anything else with melons. You eat them by themselves.
Man, oh man. So any other good tips that you would tell somebody in regards to the kind of feedback? What kind of feedback have you been getting? How many people do you have in the Snatch Challenge, and what kind of feedback have you been getting?
Right now, we have about 36 ladies in the Snatch Challenge. That has started from, I think we started off with a little bit, about 6 or 7 people the first week, and then we were sharing it. We had people in the group sharing it with family, sharing it on their page. When I'm so thankful for that, because we collectively grew our community together. And so through that, we were able to build. And so one of the things with the Snatch Challenge, and what I want, who told you that? What is that? Who told you that? I don't know what she's talking about. But one of the things that I love about the fact that we have the community is that we help each other. You all help me stay accountable with my water intake and how I need to stay on my Me First challenge and things that I need to do. So we hold each other hand, and it's a growing sisterhood of the and it's an echo here. It's a growing sisterhood on the Facebook private Facebook channel. Oh, you can look it up. You can look it up. So about the melons, just fruits in general. There are acidic fruits, there are subacidic fruits, and these are foods. You can look up foods that are acidic and foods that are subacidic, and it has to do with how much hydrochloric acid that the body is going to produce to break it down. So you can actually go online, you can Google it, you can look it up. You can also look up the chart about mixing fruits, okay? So it'll tell you what fruits are good to blend together and what fruits are not good to blend together. So you can look that up on your own. It's not something that I created. It's on the chart, and it's just the science of the body and how it breaks down different fruits that cause for more acid and some that cause for less acid in order for the body to break it down in your gastrointestinal system.
And Miss Samantha, welcome so much. Welcome to the room, Samantha and Connie and all the people. For those of you who've never met Deana, her background is strong. She's been doing this since, I think, 5 years old. I mean, she's educated when it comes to this. And so everything she's telling us, she lives it. She knows it. It's not just something that she heard or that she read. This is her lifestyle, okay? And if you go up top to the arrow, you can follow her at Miss Fitness Diva. So you can go back on my page to see the very first live where I interview her. And Samantha, I can send it to you. And she talks about her background and all this stuff. I mean, and it's just amazing. I mean, so she's very, very, very versed when it comes to this. And she's not bringing anything up, through speculation. So today, everybody who has applied this, the reason why I'm doing this live is everything that I have applied since working with her has changed my metabolism. It's changed my weight loss and the speed of how I'm losing weight is changed. My body type is making my body lose inches. My energy level is changing. I've been working out for years, y'all. I'm a former athlete. I've been working out. I swim, I walk, I do weights, I do all these things, but I wasn't doing the things that she encouraged me to do, and I wasn't paying attention to the foods I eat or the combination of foods I eat. I wasn't paying attention to the portions that I eat. I wasn't paying attention to the time of day that I eat. All the combination. That's why she created the Snatched Challenge. SNATCH-ED. And the ED is for the education part because she's also a teacher, but she wanted to educate people. She don't want you to just get in it and do it. She has a whole course where you have to take tests and you have to study and you have to learn about the parts in your body, the organs in your body, and how things affect your body. So it's the real deal, guys. So follow her, go to her page and check some things out if you are looking for a change. All I'm saying is if you have been like me and you haven't seen results, people are saying to me, my friends who have known me are saying, man, Chris, I see it. Like, y'all know how we do. We take pictures and we stand to the side. We want to stand a certain way because, you want to look. I don't have to do that no more, Deana. I don't have to do that no more. I'm just taking a picture. Do you understand? That's major for me. I look back at the pictures and go, damn, y'all, there's a TikTok that says, y'all gonna get sick of me? Well, that's the truth. Y'all really gonna get sick of me because I'm seeing it. I'll be 63 in February, y'all, so I wanted to have more energy. I have a 1-year-old granddaughter and a 7-year-old grandson, and when I used to get down on the floor with them, my knees used to hurt. I couldn't get up. Now I can get down and get up. I can't quite do it the way I want to do it yet, but I'm getting there. So is there going to be another snatch challenge coming up, Deana? Or how can people, if they're interested, what can they do and how can they get involved?
Y'all trying to get snatched? Yeah, are y'all really trying to get snatched? So yeah, and it is. And one of the things that I want to talk before I go into that, because I'm gonna talk about the snatch challenge, the new and improved reloaded snatch, but also the men. I don't want to leave the men out because people be saying you don't never talk about what the men need, and the men, we have stomachs too. And so I had a brief consultation with a guy earlier, and one of the things about it, and because I'm very passionate about what I do and I'm very serious about what I offer and what I do, is that when you come to me, that's why I tell people I don't deal with a lot of men if you're not ready. If you're not really ready in your mind, like he asked about my detox tea. And he said, I've tried a lot of other things before, but I end up eating, whatever I want to, I end up going back and just eating and gaining all the weight back. And so I said, I don't want you to purchase my tea. I don't want you to do anything. I want you to first understand why you are doing this. What's wrong in your head? Why you can't be healthy for you before the doctor tells you you have cancer, before the doctor tells you you are a type 2 diabetic, before the doctor gives you all of these other bad reports, and then, all of a sudden you want to jump on your health. Like, I don't work like that. I'm not a fad. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing this, and not to say it, like I'm the best that it is out there, but I do my research. I've been living this lifestyle, and I care about what I do. And before I do it, before I share it with everybody else, I am the first guinea pig. So whatever I research and I put together, like even before I told y'all about the I had already done mono mealing before. And so if you don't know, I know somebody else asked about, how about just eating the melons? You are really supposed to mono meal. Okay? So a lot of even blending foods is not even good. You should mono meal. You really should eat one particular fruit or vegetable, and that's it. Because the body has to already do a lot of different jobs to break down all these different types of foods. So you're causing yourself to have a protruding belly and gas and flatulence and constipation because you're putting in a cooked food, raw food, macaroni and cheese and fried fish, and then some green beans and a salad. Like, don't none of that go together? So now your body trying to figure out, well, how much hydrochloric acid do I need to produce or not produce or break this down? And so you have to know your anatomy. If you don't understand anatomy and physiology, then some of the things that I may tell you may sound weird or foreign, but that's okay because the system did this to us. And now it's our time to reprogram our mind and understand and go back to the way that we were supposed to eat, how we were eating before. And that's the easiest way on the digestive system. But to go back to what Crystal said, yeah, it's going to be another snatch, y'all. Snatched in September. Snatched in September is coming. And what we're doing right now that's easing us into it, what I'm doing with our tribe over on Facebook land, our Snatch team, is that we're doing a Me First challenge, and we're going to talk about that later. But we're doing that easing into Snatched in September. Now, I have revamped the whole process because one thing that I've learned about people is that we have a lot of things going on that'll keep us from being consistent. We'll have a lot of pain and issues in our knees and back, and we'll be like, hey, I give up. Or I've tried to eat like this, and then I fell off, and now I don't want to do it anymore. Or I'm having emotional challenges in my relationship or in my marriage, and now I don't feel worthy of going through all of this, and I don't have the energy to do it. So in the course in September, I'm going to tackle various topics and get you to some of things you'll have to read, but most of it's going to be video information of me speaking and telling you information that you need to implement in order for you to be successful. Because a lot of people feel like they're not good enough to do it because they don't stay on task. They don't stay disciplined. And another thing that keeps us falling off is stress. I know a lot of our Black men are in high stress type of jobs, relationships, and they don't sleep at night. And that's like one of the things that's not really talked about, but a lot of Black men don't sleep at night. A lot of Black men toss and turn and think about what they did before and what they need to do moving forward and what they did that day. So by the time it's time to wake up, they wake up at like 5 o'clock and they haven't slept through the night. And that's why I'm going to tackle men and women joining this challenge because it's serious. It's not just women. Women, we lay the foundation though. Okay, because we're the healers of our household. So once the woman is healed, then the family is healed. And I have to teach women that however you are, that's how your man gonna be with you. If you healthy and you thriving and you eat healthy, your man gonna be healthy, moving and eat healthy. But if you lazy and you don't want to do this and you tired and you too emotional, then he gonna fall into that line. So now that I've got this tribe of women that have understand that they put in themselves first, but it's just not me only, that I understand how to prepare my foods and read books and take time to meditate and know not how to cross contaminate my food and how to eat right for my blood type and how to drink the water, track my calories. No, they've learned toxicity and gut toxins and how to relieve it from their body. So doing all of that, I'm implementing all of that into the September Snatch Challenge. And it's going to be something a little bit more deeper than what we got in May. And I'm excited.
So I saw somebody and...
You muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw somebody say it's hard to process this. Well, it's hard to process because it's a change. It's hard to process because we are used to doing it the way we used to doing it. We've been eating a certain way. But if you can imagine the size that you want to be, if you can imagine yourself fitting that outfit that's in the closet that you can't fit no more, if you can push yourself to that, and if you just say, you know what, I'm willing to try something different, we just let you know about something. I'm just sharing what worked for me, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm getting ready to start traveling again. The last time I went somewhere was Greece, actually, when I went 7 days. I'm getting ready to go to Los Cabos in a couple of weeks. Yes, I can't wait. And I'm getting ready to do some stuff. And I can fit in a two-piece again. I haven't put a two-piece on in a long time, y'all. So my daughter said, "Mommy, where you going?" I said, "I'm grown." But hey, so listen, it's worth it. Like drinking watermelon. I never drank watermelon before. She had me, we did a fruit juice. And I cut up the watermelon. I ate watermelon and then I drank the watermelon. It's really good too. And like it, you know, if you have questions, put them in the chat, man. Put them in the chat. We're just sharing information. And I wish that I had some other people in here that could talk about. I remember seeing some of those testimonies. I'm gonna go look at here while you're doing that. Some of the testimonies that people had actually written and said what happened. For me, it was the change in my BMI. It was the change in my fat. When you get on that scale and you're looking at your hydration, and you want your numbers to go down. And I had some numbers down, but the other numbers didn't budge. So this really, really helped me. And I had a couple people who called me and said, "Crystal," I had a lady today. She said, "Crystal, what are you doing?" And the vegetables and the fruits. You have to have more vegetables and fruit. That's important too. So we have to share that with you as well. And like she said, you have to lower the stress level. The stress level has a lot to do with it. But you have to first make a decision. It starts with a decision. It starts with an open mind. It starts with you just saying, "You know what? I'm willing to try something different because what I've been doing is not working." And that's all we're trying to do, is try to let you know, if you want to get snatched, again, snatch, the ED on the end is the education part. I had to take tests and pass tests. I had to study about the toxins and know how we get toxin and pay attention to, am I getting enough sleep? Put me first. Like, her challenge helped me to put me first. I take care of my sister, y'all. I take care of my sister, so sometimes I put me last, but I learned to put me first. And that's what some of y'all might need to do. Seriously. If you need to put you first, it's a great way to go about doing it. No food be hard to process at time. You said no food be hard to process at time. You mean fasting? Are you saying like cutting cold turkey? Well, Deana, you wouldn't recommend that, right?
Yeah, let me talk about that. And I think, who was that? Bear that is busy living. So no food be hard to process at times. So going without food. It's just and it's so many different theories out there. And I want you all, you are the doctor of your own body first, right? I'm just a guide. That's all I am. I want people to understand that. I'm only a guide. But what it is, if you are, and this is what I know, if you are obese or morbidly obese, you do not want to strictly start fasting. And that's it. You don't even want to just go on a water fast. Reason being, you have poisons and toxins already in your body right now. And when you do that, it starts to release it out of your cells at a rapid rate. You'll start to feel a headache. You'll feel lightheaded and faint. You'll be dizzy, and you may even fall out because it may be too much for you to process because your body isn't ready for that right now. So there is a ease in phase and there's an ease out phase. And that's why it's good to get with a holistic coach, a naturopathic doctor, someone who is adept in this information that can help you do what you need to do without you finding things online and trying to incorporate it and your body isn't ready for it. All right. So, food is a problem for me. And that is because we have learned to equate food with emotions. It's a dopamine and serotonin type of thing that we get. So even commercials, really good at it because they know how to play on the emotion, the way they drop the meat and then the cheese and then the lettuce and the bun, and they make you salivate at the mouth. You start to, salivate at the mouth, and you want this is because they understand how to connect the mind and the emotions to you wanting that. And that's why you have to start to transform your life through your food. A cleanse is really good, just like what we did with the fruit fast. We mono meal 1 week. We did watermelon the entire week. All right. Next week we did seeded grapes. seeded grapes. We did seeded watermelon for 7 days. We did seeded grapes for 7 days. And then the 7 days next, we did citrus fruits, where we could do pineapples and oranges and tangerines. So that's the thing, like you mono meal, your body responds to that. And if you haven't read it, I would like for you all to read The Grape Cure. It's grape, like Grape, and cure, Cure. It's a really good book. The Mucusless Diet. The Mucusless Diet is a wonderful book. If you all haven't read that, it's a good book that you'll want to have on Audible, or you can purchase it. And it gives you more information, just like Eat Right for Your Blood Type, where you can understand your body and what works for you, and how you can start to remove the parasite. Because it's not that food is a problem for you. It's the parasites that are living in your organs that are feeding off of those, because it's not even food. If it's stuff, if what you're calling food is like burgers and fries and tacos and all this kind of stuff, that's not food. Those are chemicals. So you're having these parasites that are having you eat these chemicals. You're actually a puppet for the parasites that's in your organs. So once you have an awareness and you can kind of see these parasites in your head, and you'll feel them too, they will have you doing cravings. All right. So, and then you'll be able to distinguish, is this a craving from a parasite? Or is this a craving from my organs? Am I craving salty foods because I need more water in my kidneys? Because our organs also give us symptoms. And I have that on my Instagram page, where I go through what each different craving means: spicy, salty, sugar and sweets. All these different cravings mean something. And we need to do a parasite cleanse, if only once a year, because if you've ever had any meat, I don't care, like me, I'm plant-based, and I still have parasites, and I still have to do a cleanse, especially if you had pork. All right, so if you have pork, then there is a parasite that, if it's not cooked good, can get to your brain. And so all of these things are what your body is wanting, and makes food hard for you to give it up, because you actually have these parasites.
And now I want to say,
yeah, then you'll get to that point where you don't have an appetite, and then you'll start focusing. But at that point, you still need to make sure you are taking, eating the right, correct fruits or vegetables that you're supposed to be eating, and making sure that you're doing a supplement.
But did you see that though? I want to say congratulations. She went from 450 pounds to 100.
Oh, wow. Woo! How did you do that? Because did you do it on your own? Did you have bariatric surgery? How did you get down to the 167? I definitely want to know.
That's amazing, Samantha. So we salute you. So you're asking these questions, and you're saying that. So whatever you did already, something worked. I don't know. Sometimes it could be because of an illness, but congratulations to you on that. Follow Deana, man. If you follow her and you go to her page, you'll see what I'm talking about. Hit the arrow on the top, guys. If you are not following either one of us, please. If you have questions, put it in the chat. We just wanted to come by and really just tell you about the Snatch Challenge. Again, it's just been amazing. There's 36 people that are in the group that I have met. Just seeing the people, we've been holding each other accountable, exercising together, just reminding each other to do the little things like drink the water, watch what we eat. We share the little things. You know, a lot of times we forget, Deana, to talk about the little victories. So I think that being in a group with people that you can just share the little things, something that somebody else would overlook, that helps. You know, so that's what really has blessed me. So I just want to thank you again for the vision, for the whole idea, and I can't wait to see what you have lined up next. I really can't. My daughter even said, "Mommy, I see it." She said, "I see it." You know, I have had at least 10 or 15 people to tell me they see it. You know, and when I saw it, I was like, okay. And when you start to see it, guys, you only want to do more. You only want to do more. When you begin to see your transformation in your body, you only want to do more. And I feel good about myself. But as you get older, you just want to be healthy, man, because you want to do things, you want to go places, and you want to enjoy life, and you want to eliminate anything that could cause you any kind of stress or distress because of your overweight. I mean, That's what it is, being overweight. Whether you want to say it or not, it's called being overweight. So, Dina, any closing remarks or any thought that you would like to tell people in regards to this whole conversation we had tonight?
Yeah. I definitely want to tell the guys that this is also for you. And I want to go over a quick overview of what the Snatch Challenge is going to be in September. Just so you, because I know I give a lot of information and sometimes it's kind of hard to wrap around. So one of the things that you get with the Snatch Challenge, you get a month of workouts. You're going to do these workouts through the entire month of the Snatch Challenge. We work out together Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5:30 a.m. within our private Facebook group. So if you're able to get up and work out with us, you can do that. In September, I am adding Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for emotional check-ins, because I feel like it's very important not only to make sure that you get your workouts, but where do you stand emotionally? It's a lot going on in the world, okay? We got the Great Resignation. We got companies that are, firing people and letting people go. Inflation is going up. The world is changing. Monkeypox, COVID, all these different things. So we have to have an emotional check-in. I'm very aware of mental health plays a part with your physical health. So I'm adding that also on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And then on Sunday, we're going through a reflection. So on a reflective day, what worked good for you this week? What didn't work good? And we're going to be in our room. We have in our Facebook group, we have a room, we turn on our cameras and we're able to talk and communicate. And then you're going to get your month of nutrition. So your month of meal planning. What does meal planning look like? What do you need to eat? All right. If you know your blood type, then I can help you more one-on-one. If you don't, there's an entire month of meal prep that I'm going to give you that you can follow, and a substitution food list that you can follow. Okay. And then we have the group. So the group is where you can post. We hold each other accountable. We make sure we drink water. I have recipes in there, smoothie recipes, things that we can do. So we're constantly staying connected throughout the entire process. So it's almost like if you don't have an accountability partner at home, now you have an accountability group within the Facebook group. You have 36 other people that are there to help you and support you on this journey, because I know it's not always easy. So right now, that's why we're doing the Me First Challenge, because a lot of us are givers and we do so much for other people. So now we're learning that we need to give, just like Crystal is taking care of her sister. I have my father, 75 years old. I lost my mother in 2020. So, and also people pull on me because I've been in this world doing health and wellness for 15 years, that people pull on my energy for a lot of different things. So I also have to learn how to put myself first. So it's all your self-care, self-love. So I want people to get a clear thought process and understanding of what the Snatch Challenge is. So you're probably like, oh, how do I sign up? This sounds good. Can I get more information? Well, on MissFitnessDiva.com, it goes through what the challenge is. It explains to you how to get into the challenge. I have it where only thing you have to do is purchase either a waist trainer or waist wrap. Now this go round, because I heard the women speak. They said, hey, I have a waist trainer. I already have a waist wrap from someone else. And I said, that's fine. So what I'm doing with September, because I wear waist beads and I create waist beads, then I'm going to make waist beads for those to gauge their weight loss in their midsection. And I'm going to make two. So you purchase two. You purchase one that's going to sit up at the belly button, and you're going to have one that sits right below where that fupa is, and it's going to gauge the fupa, and it's going to gauge at the belly button. And that's how you get into the Snatch Challenge. You have all access to everything else within the group, and as well as the course. All right. So you'll have all access to me, the accountability, and the course. So if you all don't do anything else for men and women, what I want you all to do is take time for you. It's very important. So once you start to put yourself first, you'll start to eat better. You'll want to eat better. When you start to put yourself first, you'll start being intentional about anything you listen to, anything that you say, and anything that you eat, and the people that you are around. So it starts there. And if you want to progress it forward, then you can definitely inbox me if you want a consultation, if you want to do one-on-one, or if you want to be a part of the Snatch Challenge.
And I see you had a question over here on YouTube where he's one of the guys said, "Do you have an eating program?" And they asked about the chart. Yes, Grover, we'll get the chart to you. We'll make sure you get it. Definitely, men can join the snatch challenge too. Correct?
You're muted, Crystal. We can't hear you.
Men, I'm sorry. Grover was asking a question over in YouTube, and Grover was asking about if we have an eating program. He also asked if he can get that chart. So Grover, yeah, make sure you're following Deana on Miss Fitness Diva in on IG, and we'll make sure we get that to you. And yes, you can definitely get in the program. The Snatch Challenge is the program. That's the eating program, what you're calling it. So the Snatch program is that, and you definitely want to check it out. I thank you so much for taking time out to just share some more. I can't tell y'all enough. Check her out, man. Follow her. Go see. And hey, Trina. Trina, you always come. You know what? Every time you come into my live, I kid you not, I appreciate you so much. But I'm telling you, every time she come in my live, I'm closing. Every time you come into my live, I'm closing. Every time this woman comes in my live, it's at the end of my live. I have never seen it fail yet. But I'm just tickled pink that you pop in though. But I just want you to pop in a little sooner though, because I don't know if you're doing these replays. So we just talked about the Snatch Challenge, which is a weight loss program, a program that helps you to mentally really prepare for the transition you want to go through with changing your diet, mentally getting ready for changing your choices, because it's more than changing your diet. You have to change your choices in the food you eat. Like she said, when I go into the supermarket now, I am so conscious about what I put in my shopping cart, y'all. I go to produce first. I go to the produce aisle, and I'm fresh. I stay away from cans. I stay away from processed. I look for the ingredients that I should not be having. I stay away from those. I didn't know nothing about this until I got in her program. Her program has a educational piece. She's about to be a doctor soon. She's been doing this since she's about 5 years old. And so, I mean, literally since she was about five, was it 5 or 4? Okay, her mama had her doing it since she was 4 years old. This is not a game to her. I mean, she has the background, and I can't even say all those terminology that she got the background in. I can't even say them. But she can share them with you. It's not about her accolades. It's not about her credentials. It's about her heart. It's about her sincerity. It's about her passion to help people to see the difference, to feel good. I feel good, guys. I said earlier, I used to have to pose in my pictures sideways. Y'all know how we do. I used to have to turn because I'm straight right now. My frame has gotten smaller. You understand what I'm saying? It's more than the weight. It's my metabolism has been activated. It has been jump started. So things are happening now. Things are responding now. All because of all the different things. It's not one thing. People say, "What are you doing?" It's not one thing, guys. So I'm telling you right now, at least go read. At least go to her website. Tell them your website, Deana. And thank you so much for coming. Tell them your website. And we do everything else. Take a chance on you, man. Take a chance on you. And I'm sure some of the people have commented. The young lady over here on YouTube, she said it was her mindset. She said that she really got the most shifted in the program that really caused her to see the difference. And another person said it was about the food choices. I know what the food choices for me, and it was my portions. I went got a scale, y'all. I don't eat as much. I used to love tea doodles and certain things that I don't eat no more. And every now and then I do things. So I hope and I pray that you really understand that, you know, I started out, like I said, my calories are down. I'm so excited. Deana, when I first started, my calories were 1918. My calories are down to 1902 now. Okay. You know, I'm down in the 30s. I've been trying to get in the 30s for a long time, y'all. Boy, and I'm a tall girl, so I'm thick. I can't wait. So, man, can you get the information on digesting the food? Yes, 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 yes. Follow. Make sure you click the arrow and follow Deana, Samantha, for sure. My body fat is going down. You know, a lot of times we look like we got that cottage cheese on us. You know what I'm saying? We got, you know, we got the thick thighs and we got all that stuff, but stuff is toning up now. So for those who want it, the information is here. For those who don't, pass it on to somebody who you think want it. I'm gonna say that again. For those who want it, the information is here. For those who don't, pass it on to someone you think does. But don't just hold it. Okay? Don't just hold it. All right. So you can go back to the YouTube replay. You could do the replay on LinkedIn. You could do the replay on Instagram. But follow both of us. And we sincerely hope that you got some value out of this tonight. And just take a look at yourself. You know, if you want to live longer, stress is an underlying killer. And just make some better choices so you can enjoy yourself. And, you know, just be safe out there, people. Be safe, be happy, and just take care of you. Take care of you. That's all we want you to do. Deana, I love you. I thank you so much. I thank you so much. And thank you guys who came in. I hope you're following me. And I just appreciate you, man. I really do. You're so committed. You're so committed. And I appreciate your commitment level. And I thank you. I call them when I'm in the grocery store now. I'll be getting ready to pick something up. I'll be like, hey, I shoot her a picture. Listen, should I get this? Can I get it? Nope, not that. I'm like, dang, I gotta go back. What about this? Nope. Try that. I'm like, okay. But listen, if you really, really want change, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. And that's what she does for me and for anybody who wants it. So that's priceless to me, y'all. Thank you. My name is Crystal Bodie Smith. You've been listening to Story Time. If you have a story and you want to help heal someone or help somebody find their truth or help somebody to get liberated on any topic, then send me a DM and say, Crystal, I have a story. And we will help you share your story too. We are now broadcasting on many, 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 many more platforms. So we can help you get your story out. We can help you get your story told. You know, people like Deana, thank you. God bless you. Follow Miss Fitness Diva today. Send a question, put, I saw you on Story Time, and let's make it happen. It's nothing beats a failure but a try. Any closing comments, Deana?
No, I want to thank everybody who tuned in and decided to take the time to listen. Hopefully it was something that I said that drops a seed inside of you that gets you churning and moving. And like Crystal said, share. My biggest thing is that the information that I retain and the lifestyle that I live is for me to share and inspire other people. And it's just not for me to be like, hey, you know, look at me. It's more for me to share with people. So when you have giftings that's within you that you've been endowed with, it's for you to share freely. And so that is what I'm doing. And hopefully what I'm sharing helps to change the life of you and also our youth, our children. So if you have children, make sure you implement this with them. You know, quit feeding our children, you know, McDonald's French fries and things like that, and give them apple slices and give them, like my son's 21 years old now. And when I first had him, I would feed him foods that I know I didn't like. I would give him broccoli. I would give him yogurt. I would give him all of these things that I know that I didn't like eating. And so now he likes to do agriculture. He likes to do holistic cooking, culinary arts, and it's part of his lifestyle. He works out every day. And so doing that with our children, it changes their lives too. So we can't forget about the babies because they are the next generation. And we can't just blindly let them keep eating Snicker bars and McDonald's French fries and thinking getting Happy Meals like it's okay, because you're setting them up. And I've trained morbidly obese children before. I've seen a lot. And I've trained, it's hard to see an 8-year-old girl who went blind because she had so much fluid behind her eyes from being morbid low obese. It's hard to see a 14-year-old boy that's over 300 pounds that comes and tells me, I hope I can lose weight so girls will like me. It's hard seeing a lot of these things. It's seeing children taking injections because they have diabetes. So it hits home for me because, like I said, I've been doing this for 15 years. It's not something that I've just been doing online. I've been meeting with families. I've been working with people for a long time. And so when I share, I want you to share with your family. I want you to share with the children because they are the future too.
I want to tell you this one thing. Samantha, you know Mama Poke, right? Dawn's mom. You met Dawn's mom because they actually went to visit you. Well, on her first live, I got to tell you this before we close. On the first live where I first had Deana, right? And you know, Mama Poke is 80 years old. So on the first live, we were talking about all kind of stuff. And Mama Poke asked a question about inflammation. She said she'd been very inflamed and she tried all kind of stuff. Well, Deana told her to go get some tart cherry juice out of the store. Tart cherry juice. And Mama Poke came back and she sang her praises, and Dawn had her on her live after that, and it was amazing because it worked. It worked. I have it in my house now. I said, oh, so I started adding that juice to my smoothie. You see, because I used to have my knees used to be very inflamed, so my knees don't bother me no more, Deana. So I'm gonna attribute that to the fact that I put tart cherry juice in my smoothies instead of orange juice and water sometimes. So it's the little things, guys. It's the little things. If you have inflammation, if you have pain, she helped some people that talked about body odors. I mean, we got deep. Yes. You can go back to that live that she did with Dawn. You can go back to the live we done. She done shared some stuff out here. She really, really has. She done laid some stuff down. Okay. And you can ask me, and you can actually go to my YouTube because I'm uploading all of it on my YouTube and search it. And just send me a DM and tell me what you want. And I'll send you that particular live because I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss out. All right. God bless you all. Thank you for joining. Come back and see us tomorrow night. I have a young brother. I'm doing a special edition. Devron Benjamin from the hood to embracing fatherhood. I think he has 6 or 7 children and doing an amazing job. 6 sons and 1 daughter, I believe. You want to hear this tomorrow night. I don't normally do these mid-week. Sometimes I do special editions during the middle week because Sunday night is my story time. But you want to check this out. I appreciate you, Deana. Thank you so much. I look forward to the next Snatch Challenge. I'm coming down, girl. I can't wait till my testimony when I get to the 20, girl. But y'all ain't going to be able to do nothing with me. I'm not going to go back to the cougar today, though. I'm going to behave myself. But I'm going to tell you right now, though. Child. I always did attract the younger men anyway, but let me get off this live now because I'm about to cut up, okay? But listen, y'all have a good one. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love you guys. Keep hope alive and tell somebody that you were on Story Time tonight. And God bless you. Have a good evening. Keep hope alive, okay? Bye-bye. Let me see how to do this.